All right, another update for root beer honey. So I've leveled all of the sanding sealer that I put across this crack here, and as you can see, it all blended in perfectly. Now there's still some perforation, and I expect that to some degree. So my next course of action is to take a thinner viscosity sanding sealer and my fine line brush and go through and by hand fill those voids to level this up. Now what I'm trying to do is the filler is hard, and then the levelers or the sealers are softer. And I find when I've used epoxy in the past, it doesn't flex with the natural flex of the headstock, and the finish ends up cracking. So I started doing this way, basically doing 3 separate layers. And once I put the initial coats down, I have a good adhesion with the burn-in on the second coat of the thinner sealer. And that gives me just enough flex to keep the finish from cracking. So I'm going to do that with this. I'll give you guys some time lapse here, and the next chapter will be the finish work. We'll start getting in the deep. We'll start getting into the color and color matching the bottom side of the neck to match the rest of it. So thanks for checking me out. More to come. We'll see you soon. All right, so we're focusing on the chip out around the machine holes. So I backfilled this in. You can see it came out nice and level, and he's soon ready for clear. Now this little guy here, I wouldn't worry about that little guy. We'll start that next. Unfortunately, this had to be level for me to do this in the easiest way. So now I have to get this thing level so I can fix it. So we're going to do that now, and then we'll get into in the next chapter. We'll get into fixing the smoke and gold dust. All right, everybody, so I'm going to kind of talk you through this one so you understand why I did what I did. So I've got my base white color in this hole, and basically I packed the sides, so it's a pretty shallow break, but I wanted to make sure all the sides of where it's broke out is covered. So I have, not only do I have the base white in the void, I have it on top of this top coat. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put clear in here so that clear will knock down the brightness so it's not so bright white. And then I can level this in a manner in which I'll take all of this off the top coat and level the clear over top of the repair without actually sanding out my base coat that I just put in. So that's what we're about to do. So I'll jump right to it. Super easy. This won't take very long to dry. I won't try to sand on it until tomorrow though. So theoretically, and I've done it before, it does work. You can use fingernail polish. Say you have a black guitar and you've got a big chip out on it. Just keep filling it. Do a coat, let it dry, let it shrink up. Do another coat. Do the same thing. So I've got this guitar mounted, so the wound here is level, and I'm going to just put as much in there as I can without it running, because it's going to shrink up quite a bit. Once I get this fixed, then I can cut another stencil for the existing design and then blend in some gold over top of it and some shadowing, and it should be pretty easy. We'll see. It looks terrible now, but we'll see.